Hey guys, today I'm filming my Hit It or Quit It thoughts on hauls number 41. If you guys have never seen these videos from me before, I'll have my playlist linked down below. And basically I'm going to be reviewing all the products I featured in a haul video 10 months back to let you know my current thoughts. Oftentimes once something is featured in a haul, you never hear it mentioned again unless it's in a favorites or in empties. So what I like to do in these videos is review every single item that I hauled. My inspiration for this series is it's Kirsten and her What I Thought and Stuff I Bought series. I will have her channel and her playlist linked down below. I will also link down below the original haul video, and I will list and link all the items that I mentioned. So this was a huge haul. These are all the products that I got for Christmas last year. So I'm going to try to give you my thorough yet concise thoughts on everything. So jumping in, I did get quite a large order from Ulta, mostly consisting of lip products. So the first thing was this little duo from Jack Black. This is the Intense Therapy Lip Balm in Natural Mint, as well as the Stick Lip Balm in Fresh Mint. And this was a duo set that I'm pretty sure is still available. I believe I have seen this at Ulta recently, and I do quite like this. I do like the Stick Lip Balm, but I do prefer my EOS more, but I really love the liquid lip balm as a more intense lip care product that I love using at night or in the morning before I put on my makeup. This is very hydrating, very moisturizing. So this is good, but this is great. I probably would not repurchase the chapstick, but I would repurchase the liquid lip balm. And then I purchased a bunch of liquid lipsticks. These first two are from Anastasia in the shade Dolce and Crush. I do have quite a few other Anastasia liquid lipsticks, and I do really like them. They are very opaque. They do dry down to a completely matte transfer proof finish. They can be a little bit drying, but they aren't the most drying liquid lipsticks that I've tried. So here are some swatches of Dolce and Crush. Dolce I do not like. I really wish that I had returned it when I had the chance. I remember wearing this in a video in the springtime, and it looked really nice in the video, but I didn't love it in person. It's just a really odd mixture of like a neon orangey peach. I keep trying to make these kind of colors work for me, like Dose of Colors Bear With Me, that look amazing on other people and more of like a peachy nude light color, but on me it's just really odd. So I'm gonna try to make this one work because I do have it now and I'm stuck with it. So I think with the right makeup look that can work well, but I don't love that shade. Then we have Crush, which is a really nice light nude pink color that originally I thought I would wear this in the winter time, but comparing it to some other colors, I think that this would be a really nice natural springtime pink for me. So I haven't actually worn this one on my lips, which is really terrible, but I will be wearing it this spring. And you guys know with my makeup, I like to organize everything by seasons. And when I have a product that I cannot figure out what season it goes into, I end up not using it. So now that I've figured out seasons for everything, I think that will help a lot. And then I have two shades of the Too Faced Melt and Matte liquid lipsticks. These also are very opaque. They do dry down to a completely matte transfer proof finish. These I think are basically the same comfort level as the Anastasia. So the two shades I have are Sellout and Queen Bee. I have worn Sellout once or twice. It's a really great fall lip color. It has enough nude but enough orange in it that it can be a day or night lip color. And then Queen Bee is a really pretty light mauve pink. I have not worn this one yet, but this is a lip color that I will be wearing in the winter time. So I will be wearing it this year and I'm very excited about that. So here's a swatch of Sellout and here's a swatch of Queen Bee. As you can see, it does dry down a lot darker than it looks in the tube, which always happens in general, but especially because I am so fair, lip colors always look much darker on me than they do in the tube. But I do enjoy this formula. I don't think I'd buy any more shades necessarily, but I don't really need liquid lipsticks. And I'm wanting to try different formulas more than I am wanting to collect a bunch of different shades from the same formula. And then I had a repurchase of my Holy Grail lip gloss, the Buxom Full Lip Polish in the shade Sandy, the perfect peachy nude. You guys know how much I love this. My #1 lip gloss of all time. I have a swatch of it right here. I do like wearing this on its own, but more often than not, I like pairing this over my ColourPop Lippie Pencil in Aquarius or the Tarte Matte Lip Surges in Exposed. Those create some really beautiful combos. I love the Buxom glosses. They do give a light medium opacity depending on the shade that you have. These do have that really nice minty cooling sensation on the lips, which I personally love. So absolutely holy grail lip gloss. If I could only own one gloss in my collection, I would choose that one. And the other thing that I got from Ulta is an OPI polish from the Breakfast at Tiffany's collection in the shade I Believe in Manicures. And this was supposed to be the Tiffany's blue, but as you can see, it is very different. And Kelly from Vampy Varnish did do a whole blog post review on this collection, and I believe that she said that Tiffany's has actually patented, copyrighted the actual Tiffany blue color, so no brand is allowed to exactly duplicate it. But I feel like this is not even close. This is more of a baby blue. The closest I've ever come to the actual Tiffany's blue polish is China Glaze Aquadelic. China Glaze for Audrey has a little bit more blue, but China Glaze Aquadelic has a little bit more of the green, and Tiffany's blue is a good mixture of blue and green, and this to me looks just like a baby blue. I do still like it. It's a beautiful polish. I've taken 3 coats that I like wearing during the springtime, but to me it's not a Tiffany's blue. And then I had gotten 2 little freebies with my order. The first was the Lancome Advanced Genifique Youth Activating Concentrate. I used it as a serum. I saw no difference, and that's an incredibly expensive product, so I would not repurchase that. And the other thing was the Joico K-Pack Color Therapy Luster Lock. That's some sort of hair mask, I think. I haven't used it yet. I hardly ever use masks for my hair unless I put them in a sample project pan, so that's something I will use up eventually. But yeah, I haven't tried it, so I can't give you guys my thoughts yet. Then I do have a couple things from Belk. My sister had purchased these for me when she worked there and during a double discount day, so she was able to get me the Benefit Goof Proof Eyebrow Pencil for almost 40% off, and this is in the shade number 2. And I have actually been using this like all year long, and that's how much I have left. Isn't that incredible? You guys, I think that this is a really nice color. It is very light and cool toned. I think the formula of this is nice because it isn't too creamy or too waxy. I love using a skinnier brow pencil to shape my brows, to draw them on, and then I'll fill it in with this. I love this so much, I think I actually will repurchase it because it's lasted me such a long time. I might try out the Revlon Angled Brow Pencil first to see what I think about that, but I think that one is a little bit creamier and I'll run through it quicker. But I want to try that one to see how it compares to this, but I actually would repurchase this because I love the formula, the color, and it lasted me such a long time. So I am actually quite impressed with that. And then my other item is from MAC. It was from the Mariah Carey collection. It is a blush in Sweet Sweet Fantasy, a beautiful coral blush that has a satin finish. I love it. It is super pigmented. It looks amazing on the skin. My favorite finishing color. Absolute must have. So next I have some things from ColourPop. I have 6 of Super Shock shadows and 1 Lippie stick. So these first 4 Super Shocks were all part of the Studio 1400 quad, and these are some beautiful jewel tones. And even though these shades aren't very unique, I was very drawn to them, and I got the quad on sale, and they're all in my favorite finish, which is pearlized. So a pearlized finish has a ton of intense metallic reflect to it, but no glitter. The actual metallic finishes have a bunch of glitter in them, which is why I don't like them. So these are my go-to. They're amazing shades, my favorite finish, so I had to get them. And again, it was on sale and it was a Christmas gift, so it wasn't even my own money. So to show you the shades in the quad, we have Static, which is a beautiful burgundy cranberry color. White Rabbit is a beautiful copper orange. Donna is a peacock blue. And 8 Track is more of a dirty golden olive. So I love all of these. I actually mentioned the shade 8 Track in my last month's favorites because I thought this was so amazing. So I just thought that this was more of a dirty gold, but on my eye it shows up a lot more of a light golden olive, which is so pretty. I love olive. I'm wearing olive on my lids today, but I love olive paired against my skin tone and my hair color. I love all of those shades. I think they're beautiful. They have great finishes. I'm not sure if these shades are still available. They have this in a quad, but they also made these as individuals. So if they are, I do highly recommend them. And I just recommend the ColourPop Super Shock shadows in the pearlized finish in general. And then I did get 2 other shades. This one was from their fall collection. It is in the shade Moonwalk, which is a really cool green shade that flashes orange. It's super unique, and this is a pearlized finish. I'm not sure if I've worn this one on my lids yet or not, but it is such a unique color that I'm really happy that I have it. And then I have a shade in my other favorite finish that was part of the holiday collection, and this is a shade Koosh, and this is a really beautiful silvery taupe color, and it is an ultra metallic finish, which looks like liquid metal on your lid. It is like a pearlized finish times 5. It's incredible, and I wish they had more shades in this finish, but absolutely love this one. I haven't worn this one on my lid yet either, but I'm pretty sure that a couple years back Jaclyn Hill did a tutorial with this shade, so I'll have to look it up and use it this winter. But I'm really happy that I have all of them. I know some people are over Super Shock shadows because they have the pressed powders. I love the Super Shocks for the lid and the pressed powders for the crease and transition. That is the way that I prefer wearing my ColourPop shadows, but I'm never gonna fall out of love with my Super Shocks. I think they're incredible. And then I did have one lip product that was from the fall collection, and this was a Lippie stick in the shade Ziggie, which is a matte X finish, and I've got that swatch right here. It's a beautiful orangey terracotta color, and I really love matte X finishes because they do look truly matte on your lips, but they are very comfortable and they have this velvety feel to them. So definitely recommend this shade and the Matte X formula in general. Matte and Matte X are the only Lippie stick finishes that I like, but this one is a beautiful shade and a great formula. So I was incredibly happy with all of my ColourPop products. And then I have some more eyeshadows, and these are all from Makeup Geek, and these were all part of last year's fall collection. And you guys, like, quick side note, I've been waiting for Makeup Geek to release new eyeshadows forever. They just released a new collection that's got like face palettes and eye palettes. The eye palettes have already existing eyeshadows, which is so disappointing because so many people already have like the entire Makeup Geek eyeshadow collection. I love these shades so much, and I really love her formula, and I want Marlena to come out with new individual shades. Those are Makeup Geek's best-selling products. You think that they would be on top of it, but I know they're trying to add different products to their line and really expand, but like, I'm a little disappointed by this new collection. I had my hopes up, and to find out the eyeshadows are like permanent colors, like what the heck. But anyway, I have all of these shades here. So I have 2 of the foils and then 5 of the regular eyeshadows, and these were all released during last fall. These 2 foils I had gotten as a Christmas gift, and these 5 here I had purchased myself. I think it was after New Year's. Makeup Geek had some kind of sale on their single shadows, so I decided to pick these up. So the shades in this palette are Pocket Change, Lucky Penny, Bake Sale, Tan Lines, Sidekick, and the 2 foils in Legend and Curtain Call. So all these shades are really beautiful warm tones, except this shade, Lucky Penny, is a little more cool toned. I'm gonna try wearing this shade this winter and see how I like it. It isn't super warm or super cool, so we'll see, but I do love how metallic these are. They're really creamy and buttery on my eyes. And then these 3 middle shades are all matte. So Bake Sale and Sidekick are amazing. They're very pigmented, super creamy, very easy to blend. I love Bake Sale as a transition, Sidekick in my outer corner. But for this shade, Tan Lines, I love the color. This is a really nice crease color for my skin tone, but for some reason this shade is a little bit more dry. It's not as buttery, and I find that I really have to work my brush in here to pick up a lot of product on my brush so I can get it on my eye. So this is still a beautiful shade. It's not a bad formula, but it isn't as buttery and creamy and easy to pick up on a brush as the others. Then we have the 2 foils in Legend and Curtain Call. Amazing golden, coppery bronze, and a cranberry shade. Both of these are super metallic, super foiled looking on the eye, and they apply really, really nicely. So these are all must-haves. So I do love all of these shadows a lot, and I would recommend them all, but I would be a little cautious about Tan Lines just because, as I said, it isn't the easiest formula to work with. And then I have some Morphe brushes. My mom purchased these for me. I believe Morphe actually had a pretty decent Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, and I was really interested in trying some of their face brushes. So I purchased 2 from the Elite collection, the Morphe E8 and the Morphe E48. I was using the E8 to blend out my under eye corrector, and I really like it for that. It gives a lot of nice coverage, and it buffs it in really nicely. It gets into this inner quarter. But with some products and some brushes, I find that it can remove the product, but this one does a great job. So I do really enjoy this brush. I bought this because of Luster Luxe. And then the E48 I have been using with my pressed under eye setting powders to set my under eye, and it works really, really well for that. When I'm using a loose powder, I prefer to use a sponge, but for pressed powder, this one is perfect. So I really do enjoy these. I think they're very, very good quality, so I would highly recommend those. And then I did get two other brushes from their regular line. This is the M523, which some people were using this for bronzer, but for me, this is too dense and it makes me look crazy because I'm so fair, but I really love using this to contour. I did use it today, so I do recommend this brush. I really like this shape. And then I have the Morphe M510, which I was using as a highlighter brush. I do think that this is nice, but I prefer the M501, which is the black hair brush. I think that applies more product and makes my highlight even more intense. So this is good, but that one I think is better if you want a more intense look, and this one will apply the product a little bit lighter and make it look a little more natural. And next I have some nail polishes that were created by YouTubers. The first one is from 90 Lacquer, which was created by JustFace90X. And this is the shade Holy Fire, which is a really pretty gold polish that has a little bit of some copper sparkles in it. I really do like this one, opaque, and I think about 3 coats, but out of all of my 90 polishes, this might be my least favorite. It's still great, but it's just the color isn't as like wow on me as it looked on Jess. So I do still like this one. It's a good formula, but it isn't like a holy grail polish of mine. And then I did get 3 polishes from KL Polishes Kathleen Lights collection, and these are from her very first fall collection. This is the shade Zoe, which is a beautiful shade in the winter time. It's a really pretty pinky purple mauve shade. And then we have the shade Caramello and Brick Sidewalk, a mustard and a brick red color. I loved these surprisingly in the fall. I actually wore them this month. You've probably seen them in my most recent videos, but I love them. I thought that they were so beautiful. And these polishes are almost opaque in one coat, which is really impressive. They wear for a very long time on my nails. I know some people have trouble, but everybody's is different. And in case you're unfamiliar, the KL polishes do have the wide paddle brush, so if you have really skinny nail beds, this might be a little bit overwhelming for you, but my nails I think are like an average size, and I really like this style of brush, and I love how opaque they are, so I would recommend all 3 of these. And then my next gift was the YSL Black Opium perfume. I had gotten the gift set, and this is a 1 fluid ounce bottle, so this is the smallest size. I love this. This is one of my all-time favorite fall winter scents. It is spicy without being too warm. This is literally the only spicy scent that I would love enough to actually purchase. I think this is incredible. Highly recommend you get a sample or you get just a little roller ball of that. It's an incredible fragrance. And then I do have a couple things that I ended up purchasing myself. The first is a repurchase, my Hard Candy Glamouflage Foundation in Porcelain. I've been through a couple of these. I usually go through 1 a year. You guys know this is my favorite mixer. This gives medium buildable coverage. It has a satin finish, and this is a very fair shade with a yellow undertone, which is perfect to lighten my foundations. And this mixes well with just about every foundation I've tried. So this is Holy Grail. Absolutely recommend it. Then I purchased one thing off of eBay. This is the Caudalie Resveratrol Lift Eye Lifting Balm. I got one of these in a Sephora play, had used it up and really loved it, so I bought another one. I'm almost done with this one. It's a really nice eye cream. I would buy it again. I would buy little minis of these off of eBay because I know this is very expensive, but I liked the way that it made my under eyes feel. I don't know if I saw any significant difference in like reduction of puffiness or lines, but I did enjoy it, so I can't 100% recommend it, but it's something that I actually would consider purchasing another one of those little mini sizes. So then we have my Sephora Play, and I've used up actually most of these products. The Way Hair Treatment Mask smelled really nice, but it was so incredibly runny with like the consistency of a shampoo, which is super weird because for hair masks are usually quite thick, but even though it was super runny, it actually did moisturize my hair really well. It smelled like a hair salon product. I love the scent, but my L'Oreal Everpure conditioner does just as good of a job of deeply conditioning my hair, and it's a lot cheaper, so it's not something that I would repurchase. Then I had the Tarte Friction Stick Exfoliating Cleanser. You guys, that's incredible. I would actually purchase the full size of that if I can get it on sale. I really love just really rubbing it into my skin. It felt like it deeply cleansed my pores. It wasn't too gentle, but it also wasn't too harsh. I'm absolutely impressed. Physicians Formula is releasing a dupe of it, but I've heard it's a little bit more gentle, which is a bummer. I think I'll still try it out because if it's similar enough and I could save like half the price of the Tarte one, then I would go for it. But the Tarte is absolutely incredible, and I think it's totally worth the hype and the money. And the next product was the Caudalie Resveratrol Lift Face Lifting Moisturizer, which is the moisturizer that goes along with this eye cream. That was okay. I, for some reason, just assumed that it would be like super moisturizing. It wasn't. I don't think that would be a good moisturizer for someone with dry skin. If you have oily skin, I think it did give a nice amount of moisture without being too much, but it's just so expensive and it was so basic. I don't think that was worth it at all. And then I did get the Clinique Almost Lipstick in the shade Black Honey. I did put that in a giveaway. I just figured it wouldn't be something that I would actually really use. And the next thing is the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. It is a translucent powder. I actually just used it for the first time today. It set my makeup really nicely. It doesn't really give you any color because it is translucent, and it didn't really mattify my skin, but it set my skin really nicely, and I do enjoy it so far, but it is super pricey, and I'm not sure how it wears, so I'll have to update you guys on that. And then for my perfume sample, it was a perfume sample towelette. You can only use that one time. I did not like that at all. It was the Penrose Wild Child perfume. I remember I didn't like the way that it smelled, but I was just bummed with a towelette because for other perfume samples, depending on the scent, I can get between like a week and 2 weeks worth of use out of it. So just a one-time use, not okay with that. Then I did get a couple PR products. This first thing is the Pure Cosmetics Trolls palette. I did do a Chit Chat Get Ready With Me using this, as well as a bunch of other new products. I will have that linked up here if you guys would like to see it. I'm really impressed with the quality of this. Very pigmented, very buttery, creamy, easy to blend out. And I really, really do enjoy this palette. So I would recommend it. I believe it's still available, but I'm not sure. But I think it is actually very, very good quality. And then the last thing would be some Jessie's Girl Fluid eyeshadows. I didn't end up loving these. I felt like I had to layer them up a bit. They were a little too cooling on my eye. They can patch off if you layer them too much, and they took a while to dry, so I didn't love them. But I did do an entire review video on all of the Jessie's Girl Cosmetics products that I have tried. I will have that linked up here because I did give you more thoughts on it in that video. So guys, that was my super long hit it or quit it thoughts on hauls. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my thoughts on all of these products, and I would love to know your thoughts if you've tried them out. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.